Shoshotmedic out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it out past the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
This time Jackson will throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That one broken up by David Long on the defensive end.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got Snead. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards. How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson has got it to Ingram, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Pass from Jackson, complete to Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop you, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. from the gun. Jackson flushed out right. Looking for the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play.
I just picked it off at the goal line.
First drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
No, well, somebody in a franchise, but it's not for a franchise game. He was just in a group me talking shit, and one of the
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, it's Gurley. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Connection made here, Goff to Higbee. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
17.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
57, Mike 57. I smell fear in that offense.
From the 36, Goff. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Go. Hey, check Mike 57.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And my goodness, this. This is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has gotten together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
From the 41, Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll throw on 1st down to Jackson, being chased out left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this will remain a scoreless game. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. On 1st down, gone. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, but it'll be 2nd down. And with that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in Week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that can go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll try the air now with Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 15-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken near the 13. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Jackson dancing to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Fielded at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, you know, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. From the corner, Jimmy Smith blitzes for the sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. To throw is gone. And he's going to go down again. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now Brown. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Jackson on 1st down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Here's Jackson. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Roberts has it. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 21 yards away, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Hey, I got my broadcast up. Oh, but I already didn't though.
Nothing
Hey, but I got my
separating these
broadcast
two
up if you
teams on
want
the
to keep it.
scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Rest easy, man. And drink lots of water.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to
I'm playing somebody right now in the
panic
3rd
creep
quarter.
in and affect their play.
It's 7-7. I got the ball. I'm
They'll
driving.
break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
My broadcast is up, though.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability and a sack.
No, he just got a sack.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him.
Aaron Donald should have had him in the backfield.
Get that great push. And what do they create? Space. And he takes off.
That's all good.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now, oh no.
There we go. Hot grits, pick him up. Let's go. Keep playing with me.
Right there at the 22-yard line.
Yeah.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play caller, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, lift.
From the gun, here's Gone. Well, the 2 men come together.
Oh, he dropped it.
Incomplete.
Oh, this bitch dropped it.
Defensively brings up 4th down.
Come on.
The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind.
Stupid ass punt.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Not going to do nothing with it. Yeah, but I'm going to come up with a stop right
here. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. To throws Jackson.
Oh, come on,
That's
bitch.
into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be
that's
made
my
at
bad.
the Rams
I fucked
28.
that up.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Flushed out right. He's going to take
Oh,
off.
come on, bitch. Oh, that lucky fucker.
Score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Good fucking
and the
play.
Ravens have taken
Good
the
play.
lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex.
Trying to catch him slipping,
fashion together a drive.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley.
Come on. One fucking tackle. Come on, bitch.
Pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Oh, hold on to the ball, bitch. Bro, these
It's
niggas killing me with drop balls,
the
man.
coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it.
Man, come on, bitch.
Can't get a throw
It's a
away.
wrap.
He's taken down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
I knew he was coming too, man. Man, that was touchdown. That's all good.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson, flush to his right. And it's caught. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll look to run with Ingram. And this This has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. On second and goal, Jackson. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now it's gone. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Gone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, gone.
Throw the ball, bitch.
Here he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now gone. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw, eluding the pressure right.
That's just stupid.
In for a Ravens touchdown.
So
Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 52 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really in.
Shit, all right then, bro. Oh, okay.
They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up. We giving the show, but can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space?
What you talking about? Oh, I ain't do nothing.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston in the Space
I was
City
in Vegas
NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago,
oh yeah,
was a
yeah. Oh shit, I just kicked it with Finney, man.
Their hometown guys, they're fired up and ready to go as they get set
well, I
to
mean, we just went around to little spots and shit.
Angeles Rams.
You know, it was around Tallahassee, made a couple bets.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Endo Cabal.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Right there. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Check. Check, hot route. Hot, hot. Begin, alert. Line up, go.
Here's Watson. Complete here. It's Hyde. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Hey,
and
good
the Rams
defense
defense gets to him
good
again
defense.
Behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
58 to Mike. 50. 24. That's
On first down, Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First down, a run with Hyde. Give him 3 on first. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, straight. What you gonna do?
Watson. It's complete to Fuller. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love
push up on
it because
everything.
now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1.
Oh, you lucky boy. Hey.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd
Oh, no, I
down,
wanted the same play.
I'm
not playing this shit. I wanted the same motherfucking play.
Brings up a 4th down decision.
Bro.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to go for it. It's gone.
Pick this up.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Good play, Straight.
Let's go, team.
See.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be
Get my shit back.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety 59.
After the interception, here's Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
We're scoreless after one. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Hey, 58 is the mic. Alert. Let's go, defense.
Out of the gun, Watson. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They run. It's Johnson. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down.
Good D. Hold that motherfucker in.
Dice, but to no avail. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
At the 23-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Goff. Under pressure, the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Well, enough Texas start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long. It's gone. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half. One
And
that's
I missed that pitch.
no touchdowns as of yet on either
Man,
side.
come on.
His job's a little bit easier for this.
All right, Shoshat, tighten
We get the coach
up.
some
Tighten up,
highlights
nigga.
here.
Yes, we do.
So an empty possession there. What do you
You
think
letting
went
this
wrong,
nigga
Charles?
live,
Well, it
man.
looked like
Letting
maybe
him
the
live.
plant
Come
leg
on.
might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate, and in doing so, sent this one off target.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 41, Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? To throw is Watson. He finds his target,
bitch!
Fuller.
Hey, that's my user right there. That was my user pick, bro.
Will Fuller, 60.
Come on, man. Come on.
As his guys are on the board first here tonight.
Hey, good play. Good pass.
The
You
game
got
had
it
been
over the
pretty
top.
uneventful offensively.
I was
until
waiting on it. I knew what you
strike.
wanted. I just didn't time it right,
almost
I
felt like
guess.
they
I
were
don't
just
know.
going back and forth a
I
little
knew
bit
what you
in the
wanted.
first quarter. But in the second
play.
quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Yo, let's go straight.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go, bro. See what I did? Undefeated whooping boys.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 37. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember,
good play, boy.
it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. To throw again on second down, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat
we
anyone.
had a tournament.
I think
I
you're
was
spot
undefeated and
on
won that
because
shit.
if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite?
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
I didn't think he was going to get there. I didn't think he was going to get there. Good play. Good play, bro. I'm straight garbage. I'm straight fucking garbage right now, straight. I'm straight garbage, bro.
Right there, those linebackers.
I gave you the 2 touchdowns you got. I gave you. I gave you them 2 touchdowns.
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the
Fucking
ability to
terrible.
catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard
just hold the block,
line.
guy. Hold the
And now they'll take
motherfucking
a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout. making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before break here. Goff. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL.
This is my second half.
Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume
I said this is my second half.
Number 3.
This is my second half of football.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Goff.
Man, I threw it too fucking early. I threw it too early, bro.
Empty here to start the 3rd quarter.
Man,
already 2 scores down. You got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
Value 3, value 3.
They are going for it. Goff. And it's
we'll take that. We was catching that, though.
There is a flag down.
Yeah,
let's see
we
what
was
that's
catching
about.
that. That's the only way you can stop that. That's the only way.
And the flag is
Good
thrown.
play.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover.
That was a possession catch. He was going to go to his knee.
Such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, before the ball got to the receiver, penalty flag had to come out.
It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
Running was a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll try the air now with Goff. And his throw here is incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow.
I don't understand how you even got there, though,
nice
truth be
guy.
told, because I throw it to the outside and everything.
But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First down, Rams.
We go tonight. 120. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Gurley again here on first down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Come on, y'all. Don't fuck up the exchange in the backfield, man.
That was the same case on that play.
Come on.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Damn, that's fucked up.
180. We go 76. 76.
Now it's gone.
Little Bear, what you doing?
Throw the ball, bitch.
He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And we say it all the time.
Hey, good play.
Have to be able to get rid of the
Good play.
ball.
We don't play defense. The only time you scored was when I gave you the ball.
They're going to
You can't do
protect you
shit.
as best they can.
You can't do
If
shit.
you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job.
And
When you
second
hold it
kick,
and
I
give up a
missed,
sack, you really
My
almost
shit lagging
discrediting
a little
their
bit.
work.
And that
A little
is
bit. It's
no
lagging,
good.
bro.
He pulled it just a bit, just
I
a
sure
wee
don't.
bit wide
That's my
left.
second field goal.
And this score will stay right where
That's
it
my second
is.
field goal.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to lay one up deep. Into a
There
double
we go.
team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he'll take this
Jalen
back all
Ramsey
the
should have
way
picked it
up
the
past
first
the
time.
45-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip
Damn,
drill.
Shay,
And good concentration by him
Give
to
him
react
the
to
game.
it and pull in the interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Goff now. He's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
No.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
Check 37. Check 37. Shift.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Goff.
Boy, hey, good pick, Strike. Hey, good pick, bro. Good pick.
Turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at the 20.
Yeah, I fucked that off. I fucked that all the way off. He was open.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
That's true. He's not running the ball.
Taking care of the ball. All the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third
Remember
down.
that last time.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation.
You
When you're
never
up in
do
the
it
fourth
back-to-back,
quarter, they're going to have to
motherfucker.
stack the box and make it difficult for
And
them to
you
move the
know
ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that
Yeah,
effort.
I told you
bring
you
7,
won, but
8,
you
9,
never
whatever's
do
going
it
to take to slow them
back-to-back.
down.
Sliding out of the pocket.
I ain't used to do it, and I'm not going to used to
And
you.
they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A third down gain of 19.
Oh, sure, yes, man. Okay, man.
Now a first down throw. Watson escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer who's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Try to get up the field on you, man. What you think? Yes, sir. This is that bullshit, though.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool him and give
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Gary and Conley. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Watson now to throw. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Man, they tried me then. They tried me.
Touchdown, Houston.
Oh, my God.
Duke Johnson 46 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Let's go.
Hey, if I don't score on this drive, bro, you got to tell me.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 21 to 0.
2 minutes left anyway. Shit, that's the last drive anyway.
You're dead straight. Let's go.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? And now here is another interception.
Come on, man.
By Darian Cameron. And he was able to take this.
I jumped out the block out doing some.
Nah, you good, homie. Shit, I'm going to go lay it down anyway, though, man. Good game. All right, man. Y'all rest easy.
All right, homie.